Welcome back, Wandernauts. You must have heard about the famous Jatayu Rock and the huge sculpture of Jatayu on top, situated near Chadayamangalam, Kollam district, Kerala. It is called Jatayu, the center of earth. This video is about how bureaucratic red tape ruined my plans to visit this humongous sculpture. More apt name would be center of I don't give a attitude, honestly. It was the last days of Christmas vacation and we expected a huge turnout. Parking was full, so I was guided to a parking space around 800 meters down, parked there, and walked back up. Fortunately, my wife had the presence of mind and got down as we reached the front gate. Then I was directed to the parking place almost a kilometer away. When I came back, the queue had grown very long, and my wife had moved only 10 places or so. Now, as you can see, at least 80 to 100 people are standing inside this building with another 200 or so waiting at the queue outside. People at the back of the queue now will probably get their tickets in about 300 minutes or roughly 5 hours. The entry fee is 354 rupees, again slowing down the process. Why can't it be 350? What's that 4 rupees for? The guy at the counter asks how many tickets and punch in something on the keyboard and takes cash. He then proceeds to count it, find the required change, sometimes going back and forth to adjust the pay back to the customer. All in all, one person takes about 1 to 1.5 minutes. There is another counter there, but it's not operating. They won't do anything except controlling the crowd. Yes, toilets are there, drinking water available, but don't you think 5 hours of waiting time in the queue is a bit too much? Finally, we got our tickets after 1.5 hours and had to walk up this road to get to another building where they sell the cable car tickets. Come on, can't you sell both together at one place? Once inside the building, I let out a sigh of relief as this building has air conditioning. It's still warm inside with all these people, but a huge relief from 30 degrees Celsius outside, which feels like 34 because of the humidity. Similar queue here with a single counter. Took another hour to get to the counter. Cable car ticket is 315, but fortunately they accept digital payments. Once I purchased my tickets, we were assured to a waiting area, another 15 minutes wait there. Inside the waiting area, there is a cafe with airport like prices. Tea, 40 bucks. Samosa, 60 bucks. So on, so forth. Took the lift to the second floor. Then we had to wait for the cable car to arrive. By the time I got into my assigned car, it was 1:30 p.m. Despite reaching the place by 10:45 a.m., close to 3 hours. The travel up in the cable car was smooth, took around 4 5 minutes. There is a helipad out there, probably for state dignitaries and other VIPs, not for common man. Once we reached near the top, I can't but marvel at the ingenuity of the sculptors. Under the Jatayu bird, there is a building which they are converting into a museum. The structure is built on top of the huge rocky granite hill. The Jatayu sculpture is about 60 meters long, 45 meters wide, and 21 meters high. This is designed by Rajiv Anchal, a prominent name in Kerala cultural and art circles. There is provision to take the cable car only to go down if someone climbed up all the 815 steps, which many people did, by the way, and the charge for one-way ticket is 250 rupees. This structure was unveiled in 2018. This is world's largest bird sculpture. The building underneath the sculpture has big spacious rooms which are being converted into a museum. The work is in progress, so no visitors allowed inside. The texture of the wings and the supporting rocks looks and feels like rock, but it is concrete. Must have used a lot of steel inside to have that structural integrity. The afternoon sun was burning up my energy. It's so hot despite it is winter. The view from the top would have been spectacular if it was late evening. But again, the red tape ruins the fun here as well. The operating time 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Unbearable heat. It was as if the managing entity is hell bent on making sure no one will enjoy the view or no one will ever come back. There is a small temple over there called Jatayu Rama Temple, I heard they are planning to have some Ayurvedic spa here as well. This plaque described the struggle to haul stuff up here for construction and pay tribute to Akil who died during construction. This is the winch that is used to haul material up. Well, if you think the ordeal is over, it's not. To get to the cable car that goes down, another 40 minutes of waiting under the harsh sun. No amenities, not even a shade, fully exposed to the dangerous UV rays. We found a hack. I used a shawl to cover us as we waited for our turn to get into that car. That will take me away from this ordeal and get to the comfort of my car. One last look at the marvelous piece of art ruined by inefficient and government office like management. I mean, I spent around 20 minutes at the structure with a total waiting time of 4 hours. Is it really worth it? At the landing pad, there are lots of shops that sells food and memorabilia. They took our picture before boarding the cable car that goes up, and you can collect the print here for 250 rupees. I got mine with the Jatayu as the backdrop. So if you plan to visit this marvelous sculpture that is based on Indian mythology, treat it like a pilgrimage. With that, I'm signing off. Thanks and see you again in another video.